Thanks.
You too. Thanks, Mara.
Joining me now live, Republican Congressman Tom Cole of Oklahoma, a member of the House Budget and Appropriations Committee. He was one of the first Republicans to support raising taxes on the highest income earners and also one of the first to speak publicly about this legislation. Congressman, Happy New Year, and thank you for joining me.
Happy New Year to you, Maura.
Now, in the last half hour, House Majority Leader Eric Cantor said no decision has been made on whether the House will vote today on the measure that passed the Senate earlier today. Will that decision be made when you and your Republican colleagues meet today at 1 p.m.?
Well, I suspect the leadership will certainly gauge the reaction in the room, and that'll be a big factor. They've also got a couple other pieces of legislation they want to deal with, so this may take a little while, but honestly, I would argue you should vote on it today. We know the essential details, and I think putting to bed this thing before the markets is really a pretty important thing to do.
Do you think your Republican colleagues are going to try to amend the Senate bill?
You know, I think some people probably will, but I think we're very late in the process for anything to be added to what's essentially a bipartisan agreement. This is, honestly, I would argue, from a Republican perspective, it's a compromise. You can get everything you wanted, but when you can make 85% of the Bush tax cuts secure for 98% of the American people, give everybody rate certainty, and basically take the revenue piece off the table in our negotiations going forward, we ought to take this deal right now, and we'll live to fight another day, and it's coming very soon on the spending front.
So it sounds like you're leaning towards voting to approve the Senate bill as it stands.
I certainly would do that, no question about it. Both my senators, Senator Coburn and Senator Inhofe, pretty conservative guys. They supported it, so I'm not too worried that there's anything too dangerous there. Not much gets by either one of them.
Now, notably, the Senate bill puts the threshold for raising tax rates at $400,000 for individuals, $450,000 for couples. It permanently fixes the alternative minimum tax, and it extends long-term unemployment benefits for some 2 million people, but it does not extend the payroll tax holiday. It also doesn't address such things as entitlement reform, and it delays the sequester for 2 months, helping to set up a series of mini fiscal cliffs in the coming months. What do you like about this, and what do you not like about it?
Well, again, I would prefer not to raise taxes on anybody, but we protected almost every American. We did it at a higher income level than the president campaigned on. We again, frankly, have denied him, I think, his most important piece of leverage in any negotiation going forward. So I particularly like that part. I understand unemployment extension. I prefer, a more focused effort in that regard, but we do have parts of the country where that's necessary, and it's a fair compromise. The entitlement issue, just too much to deal with, I think, in one piece of legislation. But there's, again, still sequester in front of us. The continuing resolution runs out at the end of March. And obviously there's the debt ceiling. All those things, honestly, are Republican leverage, not Democratic leverage. So I think there's going to be opportunities to deal with the spending issue next year. Honestly, I expect that will be the dominant issue, along with trying to overhaul the tax code going forward. So that's usually pretty good ground for Republicans.
Now, this deal was hammered out by Mitch McConnell and Vice President Biden. Speaker Boehner was notably left out of the final negotiations. What message does that send? Do you think his job is in jeopardy in the new Congress that starts later this week?
Look, I think the Speaker has enormous support, and I don't think he was left out of the negotiations at all. Look, number one, he didn't try to inject himself in it, but the Vice President and certainly the Republican leader were very cognizant this thing has to go through a Republican House. So really, John Boehner was a lot of Mitch McConnell's leverage in this debate. So I'm quite certain not only is his position and his leadership secure, but this is, it's a measured victory. It's not a complete victory. It's a compromise. Each side got something, but frankly, I can walk away from this one thinking we got a very good deal out of what could have been a catastrophic situation. The president had it within his ability to raise taxes on every single American that pays income taxes. So when you can deny him that, when you can limit what could have been $4 trillion worth of tax hikes to, say, $600 billion, that's a win. That's not a loss.
Congressman Tom Cole, really appreciate your perspective. Thank you for joining us. Well, as the details of a fiscal cliff deal were coming together Monday, Republicans were expressing their